welcome to Podsdale. I'm your host, Holly Walter. I'm the city's public affairs supervisor, and I'm excited to be back. If you can believe it, we're here, episode 3 already. First, I want to start off with last week's question. And the person who was drawn and had it correctly in our random selection was Public Works Project Coordinator Melanie Gibson. We asked where the Hash Knife arrival was taking place this week for Western Week, and she supplied the correct answer, Scottsdale Stadium. Mel, you are receiving a Starbucks gift card. We're going to be sending that over to you, and we appreciate everyone who entered the drawing. And with that, I'm going to turn things over to Stephanie for our Fast Five.
Thanks, Holly. I'm Public Affairs Specialist Stephanie Hirata with 5 fast things happening around the city you need to know. We start the list at number 5. What are you doing this summer? You'll find plenty to do with Scottsdale's Parks and Recreation programs. Registration for summer classes began Monday, April 26th for residents and opens at 8 a.m. Tuesday, April 27th for non-residents. Visit scottsdaleaz.gov and search Parks and Recreation to sign up. Number 4 is all about spring cleaning and getting rid of the unused electronics you may have lying around the house. Why not recycle them? Solid Waste will host an electronics recycling event from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, May 1st at the city's North Courtyard. Drop off those unwanted items including flat panel TVs and computer monitors, PCs and laptops, printers and copiers, cell phones, and more. For a complete list of acceptable items, please visit scottsdaleaz.gov and search electronics recycling. The Old Town Farmers Market is in our number 3 spot. Want to veg out? Here's your opportunity. The market features more than 100 local growers and specialty food producers. You'll discover a variety of organic and pesticide-free produce, seasonal specialties, flowers, natural meats, and free-range eggs from Arizona growers. You'll also find cheese, freshly baked artisan breads, jams, and so much more. The market runs from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays through May in the public parking lot at 3806 North Brown Avenue. Number 2 is the city's recently adopted anti-discrimination ordinance. The Scottsdale City Council voted unanimously to adopt an anti-discrimination ordinance, which prohibits discrimination based on actual or perceived race, color, religion, sex, national origin, age, sexual orientation, gender identity, or disability. The ordinance represents the City of Scottsdale's commitment to anti-discrimination and fair treatment of residents, visitors, and employees in the Scottsdale community, and the City Council's support and value for diversity and inclusiveness. The ordinance goes into effect on May 20th. Learn more at scottsdaleaz.gov and search anti-discrimination. Our number 1 Fast 5 spot goes to Scottsdale's Chief Information Officer, Brad Hardick. Brad joined the City of Scottsdale in May 1991 and has held several IT positions before he was promoted in 2004 to Executive Director and Chief Information Officer. He has led the city through continuous business transformations by integrating the effective use of technology. He was also influential in forming the Regional Wireless Cooperative that provides radio communications to 19 public safety agencies in the Valley. Brad loves public service and his enthusiasm for it is evident. He retires April 30th after 30 years of dedicated service to the city. Brad, we wish you the best as you start this new chapter. You will be missed. And that's our Fast 5 for this episode of Podsdale. Got something for a future Fast 5? Tell us by emailing communications@scottsdaleaz.gov. I'll turn it back over to you, Holly.
Thanks, Stephanie. And remember, we will have another trivia question in this episode, so listen up. It could be something in our Fast 5, or it could be something in today's interview, which, by the way, is about benefits, something that impacts us all. Open enrollment is just around the corner, and here with me today, I have Human Resources Manager Lauran Beebe to tell us all about what to expect. Hi, Lauran.
Hi, Holly.
Glad to have you here. Let's talk benefits. What's new for our upcoming fiscal year?
Well, Holly, I'm really happy to share that the city manager has recommended no rate increases for the plans this year. Our benefit plans actually run really well. And while some members, might have postponed some treatment due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we don't expect it to have a negative effect on our plans. This is great news for employees and the first time we've been able to do this for a long time.
Wow, that is really great news. I'm sure everyone's going to be happy to hear that. Along with that, we do have a couple of new benefit changes. Can you tell us about what some of those are?
Sure. We're going to have hearing aids added to all plans. They'll be available every 3 years. We're also covering diabetic supplies at 100%.
Wow, that's pretty huge. I know from just my own personal experience having a family member with type 1 diabetes that the supplies and the insulin, that can be a pretty costly expense for someone who needs it. And it does seem like we've talked a lot about diabetes prevention in the past years. How does diabetes impact our employee population? Was there a particular reason why the city felt this was important to offer this benefit?
Yes, we've actually been discussing this with our Total Benefits Advisory Committee for several years now. And this year we recommended covering them at 100%, maybe remove some barriers that employees might have had in paying for them. We want to keep people that have diabetes healthy, and this in turn helps keeps our plan costs low. We're also continuing to offer our Cigna Diabetes Prevention Program with Vermont.
That's awesome. And, with 1 in 3 people at risk for diabetes, it's good that we have this program in place with Amada and some of these incentives to help people complete that program. And yet another program I know that you're here to talk to us about is a new one. It's called Healthy Pregnancy, Healthy Babies, and it's another incentive program that we have for expecting moms. How does that one work?
Yeah, we're excited about this one. So any expecting mom who enrolls in either the first or second trimester will work with a nurse case manager. And if they complete the program, they'll be eligible for a gift card. And we're so excited to offer this to ensure a smooth pregnancy for all our moms.
I'm sure that's, puts someone at ease too, who's expecting to have someone assigned to them, a nurse case manager, to maybe answer any questions or concerns that they may have.
Exactly.
And Motivate Me. That is yet another program we are rolling out. What does Motivate Me involve?
We've got some new incentives this year. So in addition to the health risk assessment that everyone's used to taking, it's still going to be a gatekeeper for all of our other incentives. But some of our new ones that we're going to offer is the $120 we used to give for the HRA completion. We're now going to give it for employees and spouses that actually visit their doctor. We want employees to get preventive care every year. Also, if they get a preventive cleaning with their dentist, where they'll be eligible for a gift card then. And we also want to encourage healthy financial habits. So it will offer incentives for anyone that will meet with Nationwide, our personal representative, John Bennett, or attend financial education classes.
That's great. It sounds like it's a pretty well-rounded program. And as a reminder to employees, we don't pay for those wellness visits, correct?
Yes, that's correct. As long as a visit is coded as preventative, it is free to employees. As a reminder, you might want to be on the lookout for some of those gotchas. There are some things that preventive care isn't covered because the FDA doesn't approve it. So things like your vitamin D, that's come up before. So make sure that before you go and have an actual test to double check it's considered preventive.
Okay, so just ask your doctor about that while you're there.
Yes.
Great. And we've talked a lot about incentive programs. We've talked about a few. So can employees still earn the incentives for blood pressure?
Yes, they can still do the blood pressure. So when they're going to get their preventive care visit with their doctor, they'll bring that wellness screening form, which you can find on mycigna.com, bring it to their doctor, have them complete it, upload it on mycigna.com, and then they'll be eligible for the $20 per month incentive for blood pressure. They have to be either under 140/90 or be meeting with their doctor about it. But it's eligible for both employees and spouses.
That's great. So this stuff really adds up.
Yes, we hope employees take advantage. If you do your wellness visits and follow all the different things that you can do, we hope to keep employees healthy and engaged.
Right. That's the ultimate goal. Are there any other changes coming up in our plan year that you would like to mention?
There might be some minor other ones. I encourage everybody to look at the benefits guide that'll be coming out in the next couple of weeks. That actually has a great grid that you can refer to, as well as what's new for our plan year.
Perfect. Well, we'll watch for that. And we've also seen some great changes within our employee assistance program. We've had things like a dedicated psychotherapist, for individual counseling sessions. We have more accessibility to telehealth, and we've had group sessions that touch on different mental health topics. Will these things continue in the next year?
Yeah, this past year has been challenging for everyone. We know that Dory's been well utilized. She's a great on-site and virtual provider that will continue through the next fiscal year. We also have Talkspace, which is a new digital space for private and convenient mental health visits. And then May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So be on the lookout for all the stuff we're rolling out for that.
Great, and great timing too to roll that out. I've seen Talkspace. That's an app, correct?
Yes, it's a new digital app. I'm sure it's going to be fun. I haven't checked it out, but I'm going to try it.
Awesome. Well, all good stuff to keep in mind as open enrollment approaches, and it's actually right around the corner. It begins online from May 3rd, and it runs through the 21st. And as we know, all employees are required to complete their enrollment on the employee self-service intranet site. I know this year HR is excited to host a live virtual health and lifestyle expo. And I know you're also holding several virtual teams and meetings for employees and family members to attend and ask benefit questions and find out more about the plans. What can you tell us about those?
We're really excited this year to try this new live virtual format. It's going to be on May 4th from 11:30 to 1:30. And employees are going to be able to experience different rooms where they'll be able to see our different healthcare providers or other vendors. We're going to have speakers and cooking demos, exercise demos, stress management tips, and all kinds of exciting things. And employees are going to be eligible for raffle prizes. So if they visit a certain number of rooms, they'll be entered to win some gift cards. So stay tuned for the link to register for that. Additionally, we're going to have some Teams meetings available both during the day and in the evening so that spouses have the ability to attend. We encourage all of your family members to come and ask any questions they have regarding benefits, enrollment, or claims questions. We're here to help.
And as we always talk about every year, employees do have a lot of ways that we can lessen the cost of our healthcare. What are some of those things? Can you give us a quick rundown?
Sure. Cigna and the city's Live Life Well program offer a bunch of classes and resources to help you and your family stay healthy. We've got our Cigna Medical Group facility. We have virtual care providers. We have all our wellness incentives, which help offset any premium increases or just to save money and put it back in your pocket. One of the most important things all of us can do to stay healthy is to see your doctor annually. We want to make sure we take care of any serious medical issues early. We want them treated before they become more serious. It's very important for you to stay healthy so that you can be well here at work and have a happy retirement.
Lauran, that's all great information to think about as we approach open enrollment. And I appreciate that you were on the show today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Holly. It was a pleasure.
And that's it for another episode of Podsdale. But before I go, I do have that trivia question for you. And this one comes from our Fast Five. Who is retiring April 30th after 30 years of service with the City of Scottsdale? Email your answer to communications@scottsdaleaz.gov to be entered into our drawing. And I'll be back in 2 weeks with that answer and another episode. I'm Holly Walter. Thank you for joining us.